Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, just to rush to the bathroom and then lie awake, unable to fall back asleep? If you're over 60, this might sound familiar, but let me be clear, this is not just a normal part of aging. Millions of men and women are silently struggling with this problem. But the good news is, you can change it. In this video, I'll show you the everyday habits that quietly make things worse. From water, coffee, and spicy food, to sitting too long, extra weight, and stress. And more importantly, I'll share gentle, science-based solutions that can help you sleep better, feel more confident, and enjoy life again. Stay with me until the end, because I promise you'll discover real ways to take back control. And if this topic speaks to you, hit the subscribe button right now, so you won't miss the next tips I share. The first habit might surprise you: cutting down water at night. Many people believe drinking less will stop nighttime trips to the bathroom. But the truth is, it often makes things worse. When your body doesn't get enough water, your urine becomes darker and more acidic. This irritates your bladder and triggers false alarms, making you feel like you need to go, even when you don't. The Mayo Clinic explains, the key isn't to stop drinking completely, it's to sip water evenly throughout the day, keeping your urine light in color. Just ease off about 90 minutes before bedtime, instead of cutting it out completely. Charles, 71, used to brag, "I stopped drinking water at 6 p.m., but he still woke up 3 times a night." When he switched to drinking steadily during the day and only slowed down before bed, for the first time in years, he finally slept through the night. If you've ever skipped water in the evening, drop a comment. Me too. Let's see how many of us share this. The second habit is sitting too much. When you sit for hours, pressure builds in your pelvic area. Blood flow slows down, and your prostate becomes inflamed and irritated. Poor circulation means less oxygen and nutrients reach the tissue, which makes swelling and urinary problems worse. A major study found that sitting more than 8 hours a day raises the risk of urinary symptoms by 30%. The fix? Stand up every 30 minutes, even just to stretch or walk around, and add 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking to your day. Frank, 68, a retired school principal, used to say, "I spend all day doing crosswords in my chair." But when he set a timer to remind him to stand every half hour, within 2 weeks, he noticed fewer nighttime trips and deeper sleep. If you're sitting right now while watching this, why not stand up and stretch with me? And hit the like button to mark the moment you start your change. The third habit, too much caffeine. Your morning coffee may feel like a joy, but more cups can turn into a nightmare at night. Caffeine isn't just a pick-me-up, it's a diuretic, pushing your body to make more urine. And it directly irritates your bladder. That's why the American Urological Association recommends limiting caffeine to just the morning. Gary, 65, used to drink coffee in the morning, iced tea in the afternoon, and cola in the evening. But when he cut down to just 1 morning cup and switched to chamomile tea the rest of the day, within 10 days he was finally sleeping straight through the night. Are you team coffee or team tea? Comment below. I'd love to know, because I was once hooked on coffee too. The fourth habit is eating too much processed and spicy food. Packaged meals loaded with salt, bad fats, and preservatives trigger chronic inflammation in your body. That lowers testosterone, raises estrogen, and silently pushes your prostate to enlarge. Spicy foods add another problem. They stimulate the nerves in your bladder and pelvis, bringing on sudden urges and even burning when you go. Harvard Health points out the Mediterranean-style diet: fresh fish, chicken, colorful vegetables, berries, and nuts helps calm inflammation and protect your prostate. Mary, 63, loved chili and fast food, but after switching to salmon, salads, and blueberries, she said, "For the first time in years, I slept 7 hours straight." If you're willing to swap tonight's dinner for fish and veggies instead of red meat, tap like to make that commitment for yourself. Another damaging habit is holding in your urine. Every time you resist the urge, your bladder stretches like an overfilled balloon. That pressure pushes directly against your prostate and weakens your bladder muscles over time. The result? You empty less completely, and leftover urine invites infection. Tom, 67, a former firefighter, was used to holding it for hours on the job. But in retirement, he was waking up 5 times a night. After he learned to go when you feel the urge, his symptoms eased and his sleep improved. Next is smoking, or even just being around smoke. Cigarette toxins shrink blood vessels and cut off oxygen. That worsens inflammation everywhere, including your prostate. It doesn't just make symptoms worse, it raises your cancer risk. Walter, 72, had quit smoking 10 years ago, but still played cards every week in a smoke-filled room. When he finally moved the game to his house and made it smoke-free, he noticed better sleep and fewer urgent trips within weeks. Skipping prostate checkups is another silent risk. Many men avoid the doctor thinking, "If it doesn't hurt, I'm fine." But prostate changes can be slow and hidden for years. Henry, 66, waited over a year before finally getting checked. Luckily, his condition was caught early. With small lifestyle changes, his symptoms improved. He now says, "I only wish I had gone sooner." Another food-related habit is eating too much red and processed meat. These are heavy in saturated fat and chemicals that fuel inflammation, and they're linked to higher prostate cancer risk. Joe, 70, a retired sailor, proudly called himself a meat man. But when he swapped beef for fish, chicken, and beans, within weeks he noticed a lighter body, fewer nighttime trips, and better sleep. Carrying extra belly fat is also a hidden danger. Many people think a big belly is just cosmetic, but abdominal fat is hormonally active. It turns testosterone into estrogen, which drives prostate growth. It also fuels inflammation and raises risks of diabetes and heart disease. Leonard, 64, once asked, "Is my belly really that harmful?" After losing just 5% of his body weight, he found himself sleeping better, urinating less at night, and feeling more energetic. And finally, stress. Chronic stress keeps cortisol high, squeezes your pelvic floor muscles, and leaves you with constant urgency and tension. Richard, 68, used to keep all his worries bottled up. When he learned to breathe deeply for 10 minutes in the morning, take a short evening walk, and jot down thoughts in a journal once a week. Within weeks, his sleep improved, his stress eased, and his bladder calmed down. We've now walked through 10 everyday habits: not drinking water correctly, sitting too long, too much caffeine, processed and spicy foods, holding in your urine, smoking, skipping checkups, too much red meat, extra belly fat, and constant stress. All of these quietly strain your bladder and prostate. But here's the hope. You don't have to fix them all at once. Just one small change today. Sipping water through the day, standing up every 30 minutes, cutting 1 cup of coffee, or taking 10 minutes to breathe can start to shift your health. Think of Charles, Frank, Gary, Mary, Joe, Leonard, Richard. They once thought aging meant suffering, but by changing small habits, they reclaimed sleep, confidence, and joy. And you can too. If this video was helpful, please hit subscribe and the notification bell so you won't miss my next video, where I'll share more ways to restore your vitality after 60. Life is not just about how many years you live. It's about the quality of each day. And I'll be here with you on that journey.